The death of Glee's Corey Monteith, who struggled with heroin abuse since his teens, drew our attention to that killer drug.
Nationwide, heroin use jumped more than 100% between 2002 and 2012.
It all seemed so normal. The last day of Philip Seymour Hoffman's life, coffee in his New York neighborhood, dinner with friends. But it would be his last because of the unrelenting pull from that demonic drug, heroin.
Heroin does not discriminate. From A-list celebrities to your next-door neighbor, this killer drug has found its way into the homes of millions of Americans.
The first time I used heroin, I was 14, and the last time that I've stopped, I'm now 20.
Layla, whose name was changed to remain anonymous, grew up as a happy child in a New Jersey suburban town. This former cheerleader never expected that her life would turn upside down.
Nobody suspects it until it's too late.
Dr. Sam Pierosi is a licensed clinical drug and alcohol counselor who says that addiction to heroin starts after prescription pills become too expensive to afford.
Individuals started with prescription drugs, but they're more expensive, and once their habit becomes too extensive, they want to cut down on the cost, so they turn to heroin as opposed to the prescription drugs like the oxycodone or the Percocet or the Vicodin, drugs like that.
Layla and her ex-boyfriend were doing opiates called Roxy's, and when they got too expensive, they turned to heroin.
They feel high euphoria that they claim that they've never felt before. So they continue to use it, and once they continue to use it, they need more. The body becomes accustomed to it, and they become dependent upon it, and if they stop using it, they go through withdrawal.
Vomiting, diarrhea, feel like you're crawling out of your skin, sweaty palms, can't sleep. If I can sleep, night terrors. Achy, like you have a flu and a stomach virus at the same time. I mean, at first, the high was fun, but then it got physically addicting. You ever, like, really want chocolate cake, like it's your birthday, and, like, you just really want chocolate cake, and, like, everybody around you is having chocolate cake, and, like, it doesn't affect them negatively, but, like, for yourself, like, the way you eat chocolate cake, it's different. Like, with heroin, like, I've used heroin with people that aren't addicts, and they can stop. For me, once I start, I can't stop. So, like, with my birthday and chocolate cake, like, I can't have one piece of chocolate cake. I can't have heroin once.
Layla would put herself in dangerous situations to keep up with her habit, even if it meant risking her own safety.
I've prostituted, worked, stole, robbed people. Pretty much any way I can get money. I sold it in high school.
Layla says heroin could cost anywhere between $3 a bag in Newark to $10 a bag in her own town.
Kids are dying every day. Kids are dying.
Janet Engel is the Chief Visionary Officer at SOS, Save Our Sobriety, a nonprofit organization that guides recovering addicts to start a new life. She was inspired after she was facing a personal struggle in her own family.
In 2010, my daughter was battling an alcohol addiction, and at the same time, a former student reached out to me and asked me for help. He was addicted to heroin, and then I helped him, and 3 days later, another former student reached out to me, and these were great kids. These were honor students in my sociology class that I had, earlier on. I think they graduated in 2006, so I encouraged them to reach out to their parents, and I helped them find facilities and things like that. And before I knew it, within 8 months, 9 months, I had 87 kids that I was helping.
SOS is an evening care program. It offers life coaching, while people in recovery can also enjoy everyday activities in a safe environment.
They can play volleyball, and they can really explore different things like, for example, yoga and taekwondo and tai chi, and we have an art director, so we have a little art program that they can explore their artistic talents, and it's just really something for them to do so that they can change people, places, and things.
I've been to rehab just because I had to by court, and then by choice. Like when I went to rehab by choice, was because I was homeless. I had no job. My boyfriend was abusive. when we were selling drugs. I just got out of jail. I hit, like they say, you hit your bottom. I hit my bottom. And, I have relapsed since then, but I have gotten back up and continue to try and aspire to stay clean.
Kids can't come out of their 30-day program and then go right back into their same routine. It has to be known that a person in recovery must change people, places, and things. They must.
If you're ready to stop, I've put clean time together. I've had 6 months clean together. If you're ready to stop, it can help. But after you leave the program, things have to change. You have to change your friends. You have to, maybe walk a different way to work. Like, your whole life has to be different, your whole thinking.
Throughout these tough times, Layla felt fortunate to have her family by her side when others in her situation do not. She says her parents never stopped trying to get her to rehab every time she would relapse.
I know a lot of people, it's like shamed, and especially heroin, like you're looked down on, like you're dirty, or you're less than a normal person.
Now, 6 months clean, Layla is on the path to recreating her life and plans on applying to college, something she never had the chance to do.
I've done permanent damage to my health, and I'm 20. So if you could imagine somebody that's using till they're 40, I don't know what their body would look like. But my life now, it's good, it's stable, it's not chaos. And there's still tough times, in any person's life, nothing's perfect. But I don't wake up dope sick every day. I don't wake up throwing up and have to rob my best friend for her last $20 anymore. I want to get married one day. I want to be a special education teacher. I want to have children of my own. Move out of New Jersey.
When you have a friend who is addicted, then you have to make sure that you go straight to their parents and you tell their parents.
If you don't feel comfortable telling your parents, you can go to SOS's Facebook page and message Angle. You can also send her a friend request with a private message.
I could help you tell your parents. I do it every day.